Hi guys, Laura here. I'm here today to do my December TBR for the final month of 2016. I am very excited about this month. I have a lot of book plans. I'm pretty much done with my schoolwork for this semester. I still have to do like one small assignment, but everything else is pretty much done. So I'm hoping to devote a lot of December to reading, crafting, and watching some TV. I need like kind of a mental break. I don't think I'll get through all of these books, but I do have some kind of goal books, so I'm going to go through those first, and then I'll go through my dream books. If I can complete them, I'd be so happy. But the first two books I want to complete is to do with that website that I was telling you guys about in my November TBR, and the first one is Jess Chunk and the Road Trip to Affinity, and this came out in November 2016, and it deals with a transgender girl going to see her father and her best friend, and they're going on a road trip. And I love road trip books. I really enjoyed Simon versus the Homo sapien agenda. I really like it so far. I'm about 100 pages in, and I'm so excited to see what this story turns out to be. And then the last book dealing with that website is The Unscripted Life by Lauren Morrill. And I've read a few books by her. I read Being Sloane Jacobs, and I've heard a lot of good things about this. And this is a summer contemporary with a Hollywood twist. So I'm really excited to read this. And this was one of the books I was most excited to get from the website. So I'm very excited to finally read this. And I will do a combined review of that when I'm done, and then I'm going to catch up on some of my Owl Crate books that I have been neglecting. I'm going to read Vast the Night with Sarah Porter, and this is the Russian fairy tale retelling that I got in the November box, and that month was Once Upon a Time. So that I'm very excited about as well, to see what it is about. I've heard mixed things about it, but I'm excited to read it. And then hopefully the next book I'll get to read is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. This is the Alice in Wonderland retelling, which is a standalone focusing on the the Red Queen. And I'm very, very excited to finally get to read this. This cover is so pretty, isn't it? I got this in the Wonderland box in November. And then after that, I don't think I've ever actually read Alice in Wonderland, and this came in the box. So I'm going to read Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. It is about a little bit over 100 pages, so this will probably be like a snowy winter read in the month of December when I have a day off and don't have to go anywhere. And then the Book Hype Book Club pick of the month for the month of December is Dash and Lily's Book of Dares. I started listening to this on an audiobook about last year. Just never finished it, so I'm just actually going to sit down and just read it, and then I'm going to listen to the podcast just discussing it. I love following along with them. They always give me such unique reads, and recently they've been doing a lot of older books, which they didn't typically do. And then going along with my Tamara Pause reread, I'm going to complete Squire. Oh no, there's one more. This is not the last book. I thought this was. I have one more. Squire is the third book, and it is the third book in the series, so I'm excited to see what this. I forgot about Lady Night. So this is another quartet, but this is the third book, so I have one more left. And hopefully by then it will be closer to Christmas, so I can read The Trouble with Mistletoe by Jill Shalvis. I haven't hauled this book yet, but I got it when I went to Target because they were having like $10 off any purchase, so I picked up this and picked up another book that I'm going to haul later in the month. But this is just a cute holiday-themed romance. And then I really would like to reread Illuminate by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff because I want to read Gemini and I want to be fully caught up. This is another multimedia book, and I really am a little bit hazy on the details, so I would love to read this so I can finally start Gemini. These next two books have been in every haul since September, I think, when I got them. So I would love to finally get to read My Last Kiss by Bethany Neal and Daughters of Deep Silence by Carrie Ryan. They are both this one's about a ghost that is convinced that her kiss was the wrong boy, and this is about a best friend who winds up taking over her other best friend's life when she is killed, and she wants to find out the secrets of her untimely demise. So these, I hope, are a little bit more creepy, and I hope to read them this month. Now, if I finish all those books, I will be kind of impressed with myself because that is a lot of reading. But if I finish all of those, I would love to get to Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, the Hammer of Thor, the second book in that series. I've heard amazing things about it, and it came out in October, and I still haven't read it. And then I would also love to read The Killwater by James Dashner, because I have the Fever Code, and I want to at least know what the prequel was before I read the prequel with Thomas. So I'm excited to read this, and then if all goes according to plan, I will get to read Gemina. Now, this is a lot of books. I don't think I'm going to get to all of these, but one can hope, one can dream, but that is my very impressive TBR. We will see what gets read and what does not get read, but I am super excited to read all of these books and explore all these worlds, and I hope you guys are excited to see my thoughts on them. But I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!